tele-editors, and welcome to a special episode of On the Red Dot. For the past few months, our team has been roaming the island to dig up untold stories from the neighbourhoods of Singapore, from Punggol to Kampong Glam. And tonight, we roll out the first in our series here in Tiong Bahru. In the last couple of years, Singapore's oldest public housing estate has acquired a funky vibe with a mushrooming number of cafes and bookstores. Yet, the neighbourhood has continued to retain a certain quiet charm. How does one area pull off two looks? Join us as we talk to the people of Tiong Bahru. This coffee shop at the junction of Eng Hoon Street and Tiong Po Road has been serving traditional food like Yong Tau Fu for almost 30 years. Usually they are done for the day by 2 p.m. and closed for the rest of the day. However, 2 years ago, this routine changed. As of 4 p.m., the coffee shop goes through a transformation. Same coffee shop, but serving different food. It all started with two hungry men.
I just moved to the neighborhood at that time, and my son and I is always hunting for dinners and where to go, what to eat, and we just couldn't find anything here. There was just lots of bakeries and lots of cupcake shops, etc. But we couldn't find like real food for dinner. So then I started looking around, started to try and find a space to sell real food basically. So I spoke to a few uncles around here. It was actually very tough because he didn't know what I was talking about. This concept hasn't been done before. He couldn't visualize. I couldn't put it in pictures. And but after meeting up a few times, explaining to him what I'm trying to do, he said, "Okay, let's give it a try." So that's how we got started.
Victor Tan used to stay in Tiong Bahru as a kid. He has now come full circle by shifting back into the estate. In line with Tiong Bahru's conservation status, residents have to adhere to URA guidelines when making renovations that may affect the flat's facade. That was what Victor had in mind when launching the business.
Tiong Bahru is a 50-year-old estate. So one of my main things was to see how I could preserve what is original, and yet to modernize it, to give it that touch of contemporary.
Victor would not disclose the amount of rent he forks out to have Twoface Pizza open in the evenings. Some reports say, however, rental rates in Tiong Bahru have increased from $4 per square feet a month in 2010 to $7 in 2012. An unwelcome change for some.
I say that this neighborhood is evolving. As in any culture, it cannot stand still. The laws of nature stipulates that this place evolves. So we can't stop it from evolving. The question is, in which direction should we push this evolution towards? And I would say that instead of stopping any further developments in this neighborhood, to be selective of the kind of businesses we bring in, so that this place can become more of a heritage gem, but not to say completely cut off any evolution.